We're gonna play on regular familiar this time. All this extreme death's getting me down, so I need to grind out some positive feelings, and we can do that by winning on familiar mode. I've won twice before, surely we can make it a hat trick. Let's go. So Hamster hears rumors that Canada is a safe place, free from the threat of zombies, and with nothing to gain, waiting around in Florida, he decides to brave the death road and travel north. Let's hit that road. Okay, to start the journey, we decide to grab some supplies. Is it from a rest stop, a house on the road, or a yawl mart? As ever, the decision here is up to the team, and when there's a split decision, captain gets the winning vote here. That would be Hamster. And Hamster wants to hit up the house, so a house we go. The group spots a house on the road. It's fairly quiet, but looking through the windows there are lurching things inside. Hamster's got a crowbar, Suga has an umbrella. We're going to leave that in the car because it can help out in some events. And I don't think either of us are that strong, are we? Well, we don't know. But Hamster lacks the meat to pick up the furniture here, and so do you. How disappointing. The place seems fairly picked clean already, but just about anybody can pick up chairs, so that's good enough for me. Wow, just one zombie to start us off. That's nothing. Although you are pretty weak there, Sugar. Jake, do you have looting all the time available yet? No, and I don't know what that is. I haven't really faffed around much with the unlocks in this game, so it's all relatively news to me. Oh, this is an awful haul to start us off with. There's pretty much nothing in here. Although perhaps that can all change now. At least we can get you some kind of weapon, a piece of wood. Oh, this house is a real bum deal. Huge bum deal. Right, there was a fat load of nothing in here. Let's get out. Tell me, how is the zombie apocalypse in VR? At least we're relatively happy right now. The group camps in a sturdy building, and it seems to be an old repair shop with busted machinery. It'd be great to train, but it would make a lot of noise. We could sleep, or we could be tired and tinker all night. Now keep in mind that Hamster is a gungeoneer, so his mechanical's probably okay. Suga is paranoid healthcare, probably not much to say on the healthcare front, but probably something to say about their medical, although we simply don't know. Both of them simply wish to go to sleep, though. They're looking at the short term here. The zombies have an awful lot of trouble with closed doors, remarks Suga. The way ahead has a big tree lying across it. Looks like someone cut it down to block the road. Will we take a detour, plow on through, or lift the tree? Our car is in good shape, so we probably could plow through. Lifting, probably not so good for us. But Hamster says we're taking the detour, and so does Suga. This is usually a bad idea. We get lost for full days, so we lose a meal's worth of food and a lot of gas. Oh, wow! They're bonding over their totally inane conversations. The group drives into a city as it starts to get dark. Try not to lose track of time. Things can get bad after the sun sets. But when we drive into the city, we find a bookstore or an apartment with a help banner up. What do we find, and what do we go and investigate? Hamster's a giant nerd, and he says we're going to hit up the bookstore, so let's go. Suga wants the apartment, but as the leader of the gang, Hamster gets to have his say. Speaking of, Suga's not doing us any good, especially with no weapon, so we're going full Hamster with his crowbar. Crunch! Some much needed food already. 3. It's almost a meal for us. Every human eats wow, take it down. Eats 2 units of food. pets do not. Pets only need one. But there we go, we now both have unbreakable weapons. The crowbar is okay, the wrench is not. It's really heavy to swing around, but it still beats being unarmed. Beats that by a country mile. The bat is better, quick to swing, really knocks people down, but it is breakable. Breakable weapons, always a pain, but in a pinch, we'll take it. There are indeed so much fewer zombies. Only for now though, because we're just starting out. You know, the extreme mode claims to have 160% zombies, but I don't buy that. It's more like, well, percentage-wise, a whole lot more. But that does make it a bit more sensible, given that, you know, you start off with so little, immediately being thrown into oceans of zombies. It's pretty difficult. But we like difficult sometimes. If this proves too easy, then we're just going to start it right back up in extreme mode again. I mean, you're the guys that have to run through it. I should probably... Actually, that's what I'll do from now on. The people that have to run it have to choose which mode they go on, except they're not allowed overpowered mode. Or maybe I could allow overpowered mode. Hell, you know, you guys are the ones running it. You should choose. Curious about this always looting mode, though. Jake, everyone will choose Keppa. Yeah, but just die instantly on Keppa mode. It's absurdly difficult. I've never beaten it, even my own time. I don't really do it so often now, but I used to play this game quite a bit in my free time. Alright, onwards to the Bookatorium. Let's learn something. There's a lot of books lying around and we can throw them as weapons, but there will be a book lying around that can teach us something. Like this one, Moron's Guide to Surgery. Well, we already have somebody that's into healthcare, so they might be able to become a super surgeon of some sort. Till then, though, I'm just going to break all the books I find, dig around the toilets for some nuggets of wisdom or fuel. Ah, Lizard is around in chat. Excellent. Lizard, if you did not see, on Tuesday, completed a mod game, which is something well celebrated around here. We like competence, and if you can complete one of the atrociously difficult mod games, then you get a sword. A sword is so powerful it can parry a blow from me. The group now has the book Moron's Guide to Surgery, and everyone gets a chance to read it and learn something new. Suga and Hamster both increase their medical, and Suga becomes okay-ish at medical. So if we get injured, they won't have to chew up quite so many first aid kits to heal us up. The group finds an inn open for business, and the owner wrings her hands. Give me 10 food and I'll watch over you while you sleep. We could drive off with no sleep, or Hamster could tell her to say it and not to spray it. Suga wishes to drive off, but Hamster just can't keep his mouth shut. Say it, don't spray it, lady. You must be a big shot. I'll show you the presidential suite. She kicks us out and we eat on the road, but never get to sleep. Okay. Now there's a hidden meter, the coolit-ometer, and if it reaches maximum, which is 3, you get a super coolit, so it's worth taking the free say it, don't spray it's and coolits. Rain starts pouring down, it's hard to see. Shapes of zombies lurk in the edge. Do we keep driving, seek shelter in a house, or go down a side road and camp? We are tired, and we are very ill-equipped for a battle, but hey-ho, it's up to you guys. Hamster says we're going down the road. We take the less busy side road, and we camp up. We lose 4 food. It takes an extra day, and we lose all of our food. Morale collapses, but we're not tired anymore. No food, no morale, no fuel, and I think no more car. Well, you guys are hoofing it to Canada now. The weather suddenly turns bad and the group is caught in the open. The umbrella helps, so we don't lose 2 morale, we only lose 1, which is good, because if Suga hits minimum morale, bad things gonna happen. After a hard day looking for a car, the group finds a camping spot and has been attacked by ants. We leave without sleep, we're hurt, there's no food, everybody's super angry. But Suga rolls up his sleeves and starts treating those wounds, getting rid of those ant bites. While walking along the outskirts of town, Hamster finds a small sporting goods store. It's picked clean of loot, but there's an old SUV. With crappy gas mileage, and they're slow, but they're very durable. We get in there, and our morale barely increases, but it does increase. We're still tired, but we run into a trader camp. Let's check it out, even though we have no food. Hamster is hanging around. Oh, he's been waiting for us to show up. They're a whiny explorer. Will we bring them along or leave them? We'll get a grip on what our choices are, and then we will make our decisions. Group sees a man near an SUV. Do you have any spare gas? We have... no, we have 60 gas, actually. We could get some food. The group finds a dog surrounded by ammo. Welcome to Ammo Emporium. Everything must go, but we have no food. Ah, somebody's selling bullets, but we have no food. And somebody is selling shotguns. Shotguns for sale. Out of pity for us having no food, they give us 5 shotgun shells. We could tell them to cool it. That would be a safe one. We're being told to recruit the Hamster, though. Welcome aboard. So what are we gonna do? Hamster says, get food, no recruits. Oh well, what a shame, because I read Suga first. And Hamster says, tell them to cool it. Alright, well, we're getting that food. And we're telling them to cool it. Oh wait, where's my cool it option? We seem to have lost it somehow. I didn't even know that could happen. That's a shame. That would have been a free cool it. I don't know where it went, but it's gone. I regret bringing Suga along already. Alright, can't cool it, then we're just going to get out of here. With our 10 fuel. Hamster whines incessantly. Everybody is really unhappy. The car is completely run out of gas. We have no morale, very little food. But while walking along a large stream, Hamster notices some fish, so he gets his Russian skills out, catches a fish, everyone's happy, and we get 6 food. Well, happier. Not bad, Hamster. While trekking through the woods, the group gets pretty lost. If they keep going like this, they'll waste a lot of time. Hamster could climb a tree to look around, or we could keep wandering blindly. Hamster, we don't know anything about their physical abilities. They're an explorer, maybe they'll take to it. Hamster wants Hamster to climb. Also, is Hamster around? Probably not, so who would like to be Hamster? One's irritating, the other's a frantic whiner, so no wonder Suga's unhappy. Andre Kroon says they would like to join. I guess you get to be Hamster then. Well, Hamster's sending Hamster up and nobody else is chiming in, so up you go, Hamster. Hamster climbs a tree, gets a better vantage point. His plan works out fine. He spots something in the distance, despite being incredibly unfit. But morale goes up, and we're out of that sticky situation. Hamster spots a car parked in the middle of the road. Looks suspiciously like the car they started their journey in. Hamster takes his keys out, and it works. Well, let's hit that road. It's even got a lot of gas in it. Wow, it's Thizzle! Or Thizza1. It's nice to see a familiar face. They're a mega buff bandit. Are we going to bring them into the team or leave them behind? Hamster wishes to recruit. Means we also need somebody to take Thizza's place. Yep, there's the overwhelming desire to recruit. Recruiting a bandit, though. Dangerous stuff. The group is about to explore a small house when they notice that a horde is creeping nearby. They'll have to hold their ground for a bit. There's no escape from the siege for 1 hour. We've got to try to survive despite having no real weapons. Well, Newster's going to need something a bit better than a 2x4, so I have a baseball bat. It's full-on melee for us. We're just going to have to pull on through. Fortunately, it's not as ridiculously overwhelming as these tend to be. Also, I'm going to assume the role of Fizzle because someone that's mega buff can chuck stuff around like that. Let's explore to see if there's anything for us in here. I'm not mega buff enough to pick up a whole fridge, but this will do. Crunchy, crunchy. Are we all tired or something? Why, yeah, we're all tired. I must have missed that. No, just Suga and Hamster are tired. Newster and Fizzle's still okay. Swole enough to pick this up, so... crunch. How manageable this feels compared to the extreme version, I gotta say. There's not a lot of fitness on Fizza here. Not at all. Alright, that's our lot. We can get out. Yeah, we have barely enough food for everybody. Nobody's hurt though. We have decent fuel, so let's keep on keeping on. And everybody feels super inspired from managing to survive that situation. Will we get morale and a random skill gain? Pro tip, morale is pretty sucky. Morale and some health healed. Nobody's injured. Everybody gets better at shooting when we have no guns, or Newster becomes faster at running. Interesting one, since their fitness is down the toilet. Hamster wants to go for the random skill, as does Suga, so we getting it. Now, glad for the morale up, but Hamster is stronger. Mechanics up for Suga, strength up for Newster, and mechanical for Fizza. And we get a Zombo point. Huzzah. The group finds a large campsite. It's occupied by a few cartloads of survivors. It's risky camping with others, but there's nowhere else to go. Do we camp with them, not trust them, rob them, or tell them to cool it? Suga and Hamster and Andre are all saying it's time for the cooling. So Hamster stands in a little box and tells the entire camp to cool it. Everyone in the camp almost immediately turns on the group. They're ejected and make camp a much less comfortable spot. Everyone becomes significantly less happy, and we lose some food. Well, sure showed them. While driving on the death road, or making a stop for supplies, do we go to a mall rescue, a bullet-ridden house, a bookstore, or do we drive more? The Explorer can do this on the cheap. Hamster, again, wants to go to a house. Brood Queen pointing out that the Zombo cap is almost reached. Yeah, perhaps we should cash in. Suga and Kroon both wish to hit up the bookstore like the nerds they are, though. We have somebody playing as Thizza, right? Oh, we don't have a Thizza. Well, who wants to be Thizza? Regardless, though, the overwhelming majority go for the bookstore, so let's go read. Nerds. Crunch. But the nice thing about being here is there's plenty of stuff to pick up and throw around. Until we find something worth reading, that is. Crookers is claiming that they will make a good Fizza, so let's give them a shot. Alright, knowledge may be power. These books are fairly destructible and destructive. This is no books a million, though. It's great having 4 people with half-decent melee weapons because you just become this ball of death. But it only lasts as long as your stamina holds out, so if you get overwhelmed there, then that's all bad news. We find a 1001 Exercises Anywhere book. Oh, we're gonna have to read that. We gotta get more swole. I think that's our lot. You tend to just get a book and that's it. Well, out we go then. Let's go. Oh, I found a bit of gas as well in the toilet. So everybody reads our 1001 exercises and fitness improves across the board. We're all incredibly unfit. You guys suck. It's a pretty bad team. Pretty very bad team. Newster really feels that he has to sneeze. This feeling drags on, but there's no sneeze. This may turn into one of those times a sneeze is lost. Combined with the pressure of the zompocalypse, this could break Newster's morale. Should he try to sneeze, smash himself on the nose, or snort some spicy food? Well, it's up to our team to decide. Suga says, smash the nose. Crooker says, smash that nose. Kroon wants to snort the food, but it looks like they're getting smashed on that nose. Newster smashes his own nose on a wall and he's hurt. It's an old trick. The blinding pain makes Newster forget about the lost sneeze. Newster's the one that only has 1 hit point. But Suga's nice enough to mend their broken nose. Whoa, it's Monk 5127. It's nice to see a familiar face. She's fighting a single zombie and suddenly trips and falls down in an awkward mistake and gets really embarrassed. They're paranoid Gungeoneer. Are they worth bringing to the team, or should we just leave them be? Now, clearly you want to look at the team that we have right now. Leave them, leave them, leave them. Well, I guess Monk is being left to that single zombie. They had good wits, but not good enough. The group finds a repair shop and there's a tiny bit of gas. We take that, but could we spend a whole day repairing the junk that's here? Now, Hamster is an okay-ish Gungeoneer, maybe? Maybe? I mean, Hamster might be able to repair some junk. Or we can ignore it. Hamster stepping up saying, I can repair. Oh. Ah, you get tied into it if you choose somebody else. Well, Hamster, show us your skills. He spends a day trying to fix something. He turns a useless rusted machete into a useful, or at least usable, rusty machete. It's a clear improvement. His mechanical has been revealed to be rubbish, but now it becomes passable. We didn't have enough food to eat, and doubt now festers. Oh, double morale loss. Everybody's incredibly unhappy again. We should run these zombies down with a car, says Thizza, but no one wants to reply. After a long drive, the group finds a safe place to camp, and the night passes with no incidents, but there's no food and despair sets in. Absolute zero morale, so we're about to hate some really nasty event. What's it gonna be? Hamster's body is affected by the stress, his fitness goes down, and his strength goes down. Permanently. Whilst driving on the death road, we make a stop for supplies. Will it be a rest stop with a new car? Car means gas, and we have 16 gas. A stash in the woods, sounds ominous. A busy hotel, or we take one last stab at checking out somewhere else for our last gas. Hamster wants to go to the hotel. Andre wants to check out the stash, so does Suga, so does Crookers. It's mutiny. If this was season 2 of Into the Airlock, we'd be spinning the mutiny wheel. Let's check that stash. Hamster's driving through the forest at night. He takes a wrong turn and hits the end of the road. He barely sees the shape of a cabin, though. Let's go. Even though it's nightfall, I'm going to give you a flashlight so we can actually see. That's what I would say if you were Thizza. Might be useful. Ooh. Yoink. Ah. This log's in safe hands. Big fricking log. Let's get into the right position and crunch. Right position. And crunch. Ah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's with the spooky skeleton? It was a Zombo point. Interesting. Oh, also interesting. I want that chainsaw. Also want that machete. Alright, we're all tired out, but there's some stuff here for us. We have no fuel to use that chainsaw, but... Oh, hey, fuel for the chainsaw! Crunch. Alright, pick up what we find here, and that does of course include the chainsaw. You take it, and we'll sort out of items when we're back in the car. Unless there's anything good out here, I doubt it, but stranger things have happened. It's not such a big fricking log there. Pop. Okay, nothing spectacular. Big freaking log is very nice. So we'll carry it around for just in cases. Hatchet's alright, but I like you having a rusted machete in with that. Alright, hatchet definitely better than a 2x4. There we go. All is well. Let's skedaddle. Wow, there's a lot to be said for carrying a flashlight actually in this kind of darkness. Jake, there's a stick there. It helps in a random event if you have it in the car. Well, didn't know that. Hamster accidentally slams his hand in the car door. In anger, he gets out and kicks a tire, stubbing his toe and makes him blow a gasket. His composure is down and he is hurt. Everyone is so unhappy. The group finds a candy bar on the side of the road and it's fun size. Who gets to eat it? Suga, Fizza, someone else, or are we going to share this thing? We have a bandit in the group. I doubt Fizza's gonna be good at the sharing. Hamster says share. Kruger says Fizza. Andre also says share. Time for some communism. Everyone learns a valuable lesson about sharing by trying to split an already tiny candy bar. Maybe, sort of. Morale miraculously increases because loyalty was actually okay across the board. Fizza can't be trusted, but everyone else, nice, amazing. We've rescued ourselves almost from disaster, but Newster and Fizza still hate the world. Under intense pressure, Newster's getting shaky. Okay. Whoa, it's Digren! It's nice to see a familiar face. He stretches and stretches some more. It's an elaborate stretching routine. They are mysterious, but they're a Gungeoneer. They would probably not have rock-bottom morale, so it might be considering ditching one of our charity cases, but it's up to the team, not me. Dane Gren not even here. Crookster wants to leave him behind, so does Kroon. It hurts to say that when we have to leave him. Okay, well... looks like everybody's saying we leave him behind. What a pity. Please tag me or else I can barely see what you're saying. Exhausted after an extra long drive, the group scouts out a camping spot and falls asleep immediately after. We're low on food, we eat less, and morale goes right back down to nothing. And the gas is almost out as well. Newster snaps and starts yelling insults at Fizza. Fizza yells back. It turns into a huge fight. Well, we've really got to do something about our angry people. But we're on the death road and we stop for supplies. Do we go to the barn rescue, hazardous materials, or the mystery factory? We're all really angry and could do with some stress relief. Where will we do it? Hamster wants the barn despite these flashing options. Krukers also wants the barn. ExtraSuga wants the hazardous materials. But since the captain and one other have already chosen the barn, it looks like we're doing the barn. Which is a shame because the hazardous and the mystery look cool, but we follow what the team says. The group drives near a farm. A large crowd of zombies slowly chase some pig into a barn. Let's save that animal. It may help us, so we're taking the chainsaw with us. Pop, pop, watch those zombies drop. Let's get in that barn. Save little piggy. We're all a bit shaky. We're all incredibly unfit. Some of us even managed to become even less fit during all this. I would go in there, but let's check the house first. Might be something useful, like food. I hope that pig is food. Oh, if we can eat the pig. Oh, cricket bat is excellent. It breaks, sure, but still excellent. Little cupboard burger might help us out. We desperately need food, amongst other things. There's a wrench, but that wouldn't do us any good. Oh, but there's food. Wait. There's unreachable food. Okay. We really need that food. Hamster, get us that food. There we go. Got the food. Gosh, I hope that pig is food. Uh-oh. Be warned, there's, yeah, I knew that would happen. Benzene. Get away from it before it pops. Pitchforks, I think, are pretty good weapons, but let's speak to our piggy friend first. There's a spider web on the ceiling. This is exactly like Charlotte's Web. The pig squints at the group. Pigs are well known for their flavor and their constant hopping around. They can't drive cars. Do we leave it alone, recruit it, or betray Pig? Croon and Hamster both insist that we betray the pig. Fizzle fends off zombies for a few hours whilst turning the pig into food. The group could have had a true friend. This was thrown away for some bacon. Was it worth it? Probably. Bacon's pretty good. 9 food get. Of course, during that time, some zombies crawl out of the woodwork. I'm quite a fan of the pitchfork and stuff, so grabbing it. Grabbing it all. Chunk. Anything else on this farm worth eating? Maybe not. Pitchfork is a really, really good weapon. Fights enemies whilst keeping them out of range. Keeping them at a good range, so... Also hits multiple times. The deadliest hay bale. Used to play a lot with hay bales as a kid. It's just good old-fashioned fun. Alright, let's skedaddle. Finally. Some decent food. Alright, getting all healed up, and please can we raise our morale with some food? Probably not, because we have just abandoned our car. The group spots a car speeding down the road, and they just yell out, "Nerds!" at us. The group decides to set up camp for the night and eat a meal. Well, we get a little bit of morale back, because we were able to eat an actual amount of food for once. Whilst walking along the road, Hamster spots a gas station in the distance. Not a lot is there, except for a cool-looking muscle car next to a gas pump. It has the keys sitting on the dash. Muscle cars like this have slightly worse gas mileage than average and break down fast, but they're easy to repair and very fast. Take it off a sweet jump. +2 morale for everybody. Sweet, we're back on the road, folks. And in fact, it is only 10 driving days till Canada. A bee flies into the car, and even with the window open, it doesn't leave. It keeps flying right into the group's faces. This could be the biggest challenge yet. Will we panic? Will Fizza swat the bee, or will Hamster tell that bee to cool it? Looks like it's time to power up the coolometer. Hamster tells the bee to cool it. The bee flies right to Hamster's mouth. He gets stung, and it hurts a lot. 3 reduction of morale and actual injury. Oof. That's nasty. Fully healed though, because Suga's pretty good with the healing stuff. Let's hit up that trader camp. What do we have? Got a lot of stuff that I wouldn't mind chucking into the car, but I should do that during the pause menu. A woman is decked out in sweet bands. Ah, but we've got the coolitometer fleshed up, so we can say it, don't spray it to somebody for an amazing return. Right, so we're already terrible at fitness. I think that's beyond salvation. We can buy some guns. We have no guns, but we also only have 5 food. There's a woman standing next to a stockpile of crates with food, and they want some weapons. Oh, we could rob her though. Rob her for that food. But you're interested on somebody's weapon. Probably Hamster's chainsaw, right? Yeah, that chainsaw is not worth 4 food. Worth a whole lot more. There's a twitchy man selling bombs. Buy my bombs. We could tell him to cool it though. Rob him. That's a bad idea, by the way. Okay, we got options, but the main ones are using the super coolet and or robbing the food guy. So what do we have? Say it, don't spray it, and rob the food later. Alright, let's do it then. Say it, don't spray it, lady. Hamster quips, say it, don't spray it to the fitness instructor. That's what I like to hear. You're ready for the miracle fitness routine. It's likely that she just heard Hamster wrong. An incredible cutting-edge series of calisthenics follows. Fitness increase times 3 for Hamster. Wow. Hamster just went from all-round useless guy to becoming the fittest member of the team, thanks to his quips. Now, I believe we were going to rob this guy. Or girl. The trader defends herself by throwing cans of food at Thizza. It's surprisingly effective. The other members are dragged into it. Thizza gets hurt. Morale overall goes down. But we get that sweet food, and we needed that food. Morale has been repaired tremendously, and Hamster's new fitness should help us out a lot. You finally have someone who's very unfit instead of completely unfit. Berry picking in zombie games. The group sets up camp for the night. And there's no danger, but there's edible berries. We could pick berries all night or go to sleep. Everybody wants to pick the berries very well. Wow, we get a lot of food. Normally only get like +2 there. Overall +6 food, but now we're all tired. Tired reduces all that fitness down, by the way, so that's something. The group loots a dentist office, finding some leftover medical supplies and technically edible tubes of toothpaste. What are we going to take from their sparse collection of magazines? Glurge for Sensitive Soul, Questionable Science, or Celebs News? Make your choice, team. Hamster wants to check out the Questionable Science. So does Crookers, so that's a done deal. Hamster feels pessimistic about the magazine's prediction of flying hover cars, now that civilization is more or less destroyed, but it was pretty entertaining. Morale up, food up, meds up. That's good, because Hamster had the worst morale of us all. And full heal for everybody. Excellent. We're driving down a long stretch of road, no threats, but nothing else. We've got 19 food, and there's another trader camp. This place doesn't look so good. Doesn't look so good at all. What's up, Mano? I'm having a fire sale. Absolutely everything must go. Resist the hot deal for now. Buy 40 rifle ammo for 3 food, a scythe, or a double-barreled shotgun. What are we gonna do here? And what is even going on here? There's zombies as well. Oh, there are a lot of zombies. What are we gonna do now? Scythe for... I've never seen the scythe in the game, I think, but this does not look like a good place to be, what with all the fire consuming the place. Andre wants to get the scythe. Oh, well, these hot deals won't last forever. I wonder if we can get a shotgun if and when he dies. People want the scythe. Well, looks like we're getting ourselves a scythe. Wow, what an amazing fire sale deal. Wow. We'll see what happens when he dies. We might get that shotgun. Or is he invincible? I'm not seeing a shotgun. No, there is a shotgun! We must have that shotgun. Alright. I don't need 2 pitchforks. So 1 doesn't seem too bad. I'm gonna stick with the pickaxe instead of the crowbar. You have the crowbar with that. There you go. Actually, Hamster's the fittest, actually. You should have the scythe. There we go. Go pick on... well, go to Mexico and find some communist guy. That'll deal with it. Alright. Let's do this! Jeez, that's a lot of zombies. But that shotgun is as good as mine. Sweet. Let's go. Pretty good deal out of that. Pretty damn good since we've been sitting on all these shotgun shells. The entire group is driving through a ruined city when they end up being surrounded on all sides by a horde. They're funneled into the only place. Oh, not a ruined mall. There's no escape. We've got to try to survive. Who's good at shooting, by the way? Anyone? We don't know, but I would guess Hamster as a gungeoneer might be the best at shooting. So you get the scythe and the shot. Ooh. There you go. Get out of jail free card as well. Everybody else has to melee their way through this scrappy situation. Let's do this! It's do or die, full metal cars. Oh, mall cops. Great. Let's just grab what there is here first. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Let's not create more problems for ourselves. Oh yeah, we're tired, aren't we? Makes our life a bit more miserable. Want that food though. Want that everything. Let's not go up here though. It's a trap. It is a hell of a trap. Fortunately, somebody decided to die there. Also, fortunately, not a gungeoneer for nothing. Hell yes. Let's make it happen. Rev it up. Oh, he's so tired he can't even... Okay, this is getting silly. I kind of needed that, but... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I really need that now. Okay, well, forget that. We're just out of here. Whew, let's go. What a wimp you are, Newster. Alright, well, out of gas, away goes the car. What can we do? Well, we can get injured walking around. Painful, but not fatal. Yeesh. Oh, even more painful. Fizzle stubs his toe, hurt, morale goes down, so we have 2 people on 1 hit point. But we see a dirt road stretched out, and there's a lot of wrecked cars. We gotta make our way through. Let's reach that car. I don't even have the, I got the nothing for that, actually, and we're still all tired. We need to sleep. We have food. Scythe and shotgun. Generally, we're looking okay. We'll leave that behind. That big fricking log is causing more harm than good, I think. You should have something else on you, like a big machete. I like the pitchfork, but the AI doesn't seem to know how to use them. Let's go. We gotta make this count. Must be something to siphon out of these cars. Damn. Are we tired or are we tired? Wait, there's something here. Right, good. Let's move. I said let's move! Hamster! Oh well, their sacrifice will not be forgotten. What the hell is this car? What it doesn't look like is a lot of fuel, but that's alright. And we get... onwards! Well, we got a little bit of fuel. We're pretty banged up, and that was our person that was good at healing. Okay, the group feels inspired after managing to survive that situation. Well, I guess rounding up, we survived. Get morale on random, fitness, strength, or Hamster becomes swole Hamster. What's it gonna be? Hamster wants more strength for himself. Oh. Sugar wants to get fit. Wait, is Sugar even still alive? Yeah, Sugar's still alive. It's Hamster that we lost. What about Thizza? Thizza wants the fitness. Alright, looks like we're going for full fitty here. Not doing a lot for us, but mostly because we're tired. Zombo points are full, unfortunately. But what I can do, what I think I can do, abort and go to the title screen. You can resume with continue game. Yes, that sounds good. Because what we can do is go to the unlocks area and unlock some stuff. Trader Camp Gnome. We'll start loitering around trader camps and he lets you buy a bit of extra supplies from Nomi. He takes zombie points as currency. That sounds awful. Let's go and unlock some new stuff. Hell, I'm making the decisions here. These weapons and shooting perks sound lame-o. Perks of the mind. Shield of Hope sounds good. Give me that. What else you got? Wait, Shield of Hope again? Oh, it looks like an upgrade. What happened to just upgrading them better? Top seller? No morale penalty when paying bandits with food. Screw that. What's the last bodybuilder got for us? Ex-wrestler. Oh, it's up an upgrade we already have unlocked. Hidden potential sounds cool though. Let's have that. Great, that spent our points nice and fast. Let's get back to the game. You need all the looting all the time. What is even that? Alright, let's hit that road. The horror continues. That it does. Sugar tries to help everybody, but lacks... Hold on, was it? Yeah, Sugar's the one that's good at healthcare, supposedly. But we just really need to sleep. That's hurting us badly. The group sets up camp outside a grocery store, and they notice another group has been following them. Somebody needs to go in and loot. Will it be Thizza, Hamster, or Sugar? Sugar has good wits. Thizza's an unknown. Sugar is the only one that won't die in one hit. Yes, Sugar is. Hamster wants to send in the sugar. Nobody else is... Oh, well, Crookers is also volunteering sugar. In you go. The other members stand guard. Sugar brings out 6 food. We instantly eat it. Well, that's good. Just wish we could heal up a bit. Oh. No video games for you, Hamster. The group siphons gas from some abandoned vehicles and then spots a magazine in the cars. It's an issue of the Prepared Preppers Special Edition in mint condition. Who gets to read a Preppers magazine? We have a bandit in the group, so sharing might not help. And Sugar's already good at medical, but Hamster might be good at mechanical. I don't know. Hamster, again with the communism, wants to share it with everybody. What does the rest of the team think? ExtraSuga also wishes to share. Alright, we pass it around, reading what articles appeal to them. Like always, eventually someone gets peanut butter stains all over the magazine, to the point where it becomes unreadable. Hamster gets better mech, Suga gets better at shooting, Thizza gets better at mechanical. Damn, that's a lot of gas to get. Good for our muttmobile. Hamster's so perpetually unhappy. The group drives into the outskirts of a city and zombies mill around, but they haven't noticed us. They're sluggish, but do we go to the fitness gym or the pharmacy? We are finally not tired. So some fitness might work out for us, but pharmacy means we might heal ourselves up. Okay, it's all for the pharmacy. Let's go. Shotgun, scythe, crowbar, and pitchfork in hand. Forget the pitchfork. The AI is no good with it. I wonder if it's good with the scythe, though. I'll be the only one worth having a scythe. Take the machete and see what happens. Pop, pop, pop. Watch these suckers drop. Small Gren's drug. Alright, doesn't look to have ouchie spray, which would be the best thing, but some simple meds will do. Get us somewhat healed up. Oh, that can't be it. That's our lot in life. Disappointing. Let's hope the other places have more. Sure, I'm glad I watched that man die to steal his stuff. Interesting building here. I love that nothing actually matches layouts. That mob probably won't do us any good. Shotty shells will always do us good, though. What a useless building. Why does it even exist? I wonder what game Hamster's been playing on his VR device all through this zombie apocalypse. Maybe he's playing Zombie Run. Bit of bullets. Oh, machete broke, so now the AI is down to pitchfork, which it doesn't normally use, but now it's forced to. Fishing out some of that fuel, but hey, we got some... excuse me, we got ourselves some medicine, which is sorely needed by everybody right now. Those ants were just deadly, man. Oh, more medicine, I think? No, just junk. As I've said, I just substitute zombie for anime girls, so killing is more satisfying. The scythe as well, I can get behind that. It's sufficiently metal. It's slim pickings on the looting here. But we've come back from extremely bad situations. No fuel, no food, zero morale. To actually have anything left from that is quite a miracle. This game is extremely brutal, even on normal mode. We could be getting swole, but instead we're getting very few drugs. Alright, that was sufficiently disappointing. Let's get out of here. Well, at the very least, Thizza gets healed up a bit. It would be nice if Hamster got healed up too, so everybody can survive one hit. The campground that the group sets up smells terrible. The source of the smell is a complete mystery. Do we endure the smell zone or drive off with no sleep? Everybody's already got good morale. Hamster wants to endure the smell, as does Crookers. We do so, and morale goes down by 1 each. But yeah, at least we get some sleep. Being tired is so deadly. Nice, everybody's back up to 2 health. When driving on a death road, the group decides to make a stop for supplies. Do we go to a shopping mall, an apartment row, or do we drive around a bit more? What's it gonna be? We have an alright-ish amount of fuel right now. That would certainly change here. Hamster wants the apartment. Sugar wants the mall. So it comes down to Kruker's where we go. Unless they choose to drive around, then we're split. Kruker also wants to hit up that shopping mall. The group sees a mall. These places are death traps. But there's at least a couple of stores inside that haven't been ransacked. Let's shop until we drop. There might be a lot to pick up, so let's go in fairly empty-handed. This at least gives us 5 pickups. Alright, that's good. Let's go. Let's not get bogged down if we can avoid it. Looks to be some kind of ore shop there. However, this is a great weapon. You take it. It breaks, sure, but until it does, it's a very powerful weapon. It's what's keeping Canada afloat. Don't know why Sugar's using a tennis racket, but I could also just say I don't know why Sugar, and we still have a functional sentence. Okay, very little gain here. In fact, all we've gained is a bunch more zombies following us. Is that a spinal column or a rebar? That's a spine! Wow, how incredibly useless. Leaving that behind. Could we get anything, please? Huh, books. I like to think I'm not this much of a nerd, but if there's a decent book for us to learn from, I'll take it. I thought I'd say this, but I kind of miss the other guy, Hamster. Says I equip something, please. Is there really nothing worth reading here? Oh, we're getting zombie here. That's not good. I'll check that other book just in case. Nope, useless. Absolutely useless. Oh, finally. Potentially usefulness. Get ourselves a handgun, some bullet, some more bullet, and some even more bullet. Wow, Scythe is super powerful. Looks like it hits for 3 or 4. Let's fish around in that toilet bowl. Fish around in this other toilet bowl. It's alright, the place smells awful already, Hamster. You're in good company. Come on, friends that slay together, stay together. Already checked that place down there. It had the spleen. Alright, that does it. Hits for 4. Ooh, another good weapon, the bat. But hold on. What do we have here? That's a bat with nails in it. Please use. Also an air horn. Not so keen on that. Ooh, another air horn though. I want it. Let's skedaddle. Oh, that was awful, but got some interesting weapons out of it at least. Like an extra pistol, always welcome. Don't know why you love the tennis racket more than the crowbar, but to each their own. Use it till it breaks. That spiked bat is probably really good. So glad things stack. Ooh, fuel goes down, but food is good. Wow, it's Debs! It's nice to see a familiar face. She's staring at a map with an expression of total confusion. A gun collector, and they're civilized, so we get guns and somebody who's perfect in all mental categories. Not to mention passable at medical and mechanical. Krukers wants to recruit. Sugar wants to recruit. Hamster says leave Deb behind. Well, that sounds like a recruitment. Is Debs around? If they are, get them in here. If they're not, it's going to be the Titan. Wait, what? Debs demands that either Hamster leaves or Debs leaves. Will Hamster get kicked out? Will Debs get kicked out? Or will they say it and not spray it? Jesus Christ, the moment you join. Well, one thing I know is I'm taking those guns off of you before anybody leaves. Knitting needle can just go. Actually, our useless stuff can just go. We've got too much stuff here. Crookers wants to say it, don't spray it. ExtraSuga wants to kick Hamster. And Hamster says kick Deb. So, Debs is around saying kick Hamster. Deb actually appears. And, well, as I always say, we go with majority rule here. So, Hamster, it was a great run, but you're getting kicked out. Hamster was kicked from the group due to Debs. Debs feels pretty smug about this. Debs' morale increases by 3 points. Well, Suga has now become captain. Maybe Debs has. So the group finds a makeshift surgery room. In one corner is a skeleton with a double-barreled shotgun and a prosthetic chainsaw hand. Both empty. Chainsaw hand? That seems like a good idea. Replace somebody's hand with a chainsaw. Suga, Fizza, Debs, or loot for supplies. Let's give Deb that hand. He needs to pay. Anybody else? Sugar's the only one weighing in, so Deb's getting that chainsaw hand. ExtraSuga attempts to prepare the room for surgery. Deb loses her hand, her boring old hand, and gets a chainsaw hand. The modified chainsaw is more efficient. The surgery went well. Groovy. So if we try to equip Debs, yeah, they have that, which is a shame because they're a gun collector, so they're probably good at shooting. It's so quiet. There's no signs of life or unlife. Seems like everyone took what they could and evacuated the town immediately. Do we scavenge, loot, or rest for a day? We're all pretty happy, and we do have food. And there's fewer mouths to feed now. What are we gonna do? Can't believe Hamster got booted. Crookers, who is surprisingly managed to stick around in the team, wants to scavenge. And Debs also wants to scavenge. We comb through the town. But we get ambushed by a single zombie. Suga, always paranoid, is not surprised. The zombie's easily avoided. We get pistol ammo and food. Lovely. It's nearly time to camp, but there's been a lot of signs of bandits today. Someone needs to be awake in case of an attack. Fizza, Debs, Sugar, or do we just keep driving? Now we know we can trust Debs, but Debs has the worst morale. Suga is loyal. We should not trust Fizza as far as we can throw them. Crooker wants to send Deb. Deb also steps up for it. Deb stands guard for the night. She manages to stay awake, but feels pretty bad. Morale is down, probably tired. Yep, tired. But we eat a decent meal, so it's all okay. And who needs to be awake and alert when you have a chainsaw hand? Oh, well, the car is out of gas. It would only be 6 driving days till Canada if we had a car. We're hoofing it. While walking along the dirt road, Fizza thought that he spotted a car, but it was just a giant rock. Everyone's okay. Debs is dangerously unhappy right now, though. After an entire day of walking, the group finds a safe camping spot. We lose 6 food. Oh, we ate an extra meal, so we chewed through most of our food in one go. Debs is a bit happier, at least. And tries to heal our wounds, but there's not enough medical supplies. What a shame. We invested so much into making Hamster not incredibly unfit. Okay, there's a rest stop, and there's a car. Key must be somewhere. Let's check that out. Sugar, you now have to step up as potentially the fittest person here. So well done. You can now get a scythe. Say goodbye to your... Well, no, we'll say goodbye to this metal pipe. Probably not very useful. And I need you to have a gun as well. How about this double-barreled shotgun? When did we ever get a double-barreled shotgun? Pistol seems like a pretty good idea as well. Just basically be armed to the teeth. Debs can carry and Fizza has the spiked bat, which is probably awesome. Alright, let's make it count. We're not tired, are we? It's just Debs. Oh, Debs can slap people with his chainsaw. Sweet. It's not completely useless then. It's just as well, because probably have to kill and keep moving. Hold on, that's a gun. That's a gun, alright. That's a gun I'm having. You take that. There we go. Wow! Look at that power. If only we had somebody that, I don't know, collected guns or something. Ah, there's our car keys. Wow, there's a lot of gun in here. Could get used to this place. This is a good haul. Which is just as well, because we were in dire need of a good haul. Let's keep this place clear, because we're going to have to come back through it anyway. I'd rather do so safely and securely. Must say I expected a bit more out of the spiked bat, but this'll do. Getting dark, though. Let's skididdly daddle. Fat load of nothing in here. Jake, you managed to kick the only subscriber. Well, that's not true. I wasn't leading anybody. You were the leader, and yet you had your team turn against you. Okay, that's our lot. But truth be told, it was a pretty decent lot in life. Oh, let's not miss that. We need fuel. Gee, 17 fuel is nothing, though. There must be more. Ah, right, I wrongly assumed that the spiked bat could last forever since it looked like a special weapon. Well done, you now get a tire iron, which is still a half-decent weapon. Curiously, if I wear Debs... Yes, you can change weapon! Amazing! Debs is just terrific. Sweet, let's get in this car, even though we have no fuel. Oh, we had a lot of fuel, somehow. Must have missed that. Whilst driving on the death road, we make a stop for supplies. Do we go into a burning house, a city row with another car? Even if we already just got a car, that means there's going to be fuel there as well. Or do we drive around a bit more? What's it going to be? It is up to Suga, Debs, and Fizza to figure it out. Whilst they're figuring it out, I'm going to sort out our weapons situation. I like Debs having a gun, I really do, but you're going to have to pass on it for now. Because look at Suga. Suga's got it all sorted out. Debs has it more sorted out, granted, but... Well, it's up to the team. If they don't make any decisions, then nothing goes forward. Suga wants the burning house. Debs wants the car. But Crookers is also going for that burning house. The group is surprised as a house down the road mysteriously catches on fire. Curiosity overwhelms their basic survival instincts. Warning, may be hot, with thick and irritated zombies. Let's investigate the fire and hope that we don't get burned. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. We should be okay. It's really tempting to play as Debs, though, since they have the... well, they have the chainsaw. And they do smack people around with that chainsaw. You got a tire iron, which isn't amazing. I'd rather you had something a bit... well, the AI can figure out which is better. Let's... holy Christ, this looks bad. Oh, you actually use the... right, I can't be having that. I can't be having Debs waste the ammo. Well, not ammo, but the fuel. Okay, let's go. Please, AIs, do not set yourselves on fire. I also hope that fire doesn't spread. Oh, jeez. She's on fire, and she burns through the night at the speed of light. At the very least, Debs will make it through this. Just gotta have faith in that, and that alone. Must be something to this place, right? Give me a gun, Jake. I'm a gun collector. You have a gun. You got a double-barreled shotgun. You are essentially Doom Guy. What do we have here? Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? Okay. This ain't too shabby. We are perhaps too kitted out. We've got a blowtorch. Maybe... Oh, the axe is super freaking good, though. There's a lot of pyromania going on here. I mean, of course you're Doom Guy. Double-barreled shotgun, chainsaw. Extremely violent. I feel like it's getting more and more destruction-y around here. Like we shouldn't still be hanging around. But curiosity is overwhelming. Hello! Lynn says he really wants to get out of this place. He asks if he can follow you around. You're coming with me, Lynn. Okay, that's our lot in life. Let's get out of here before we burn. Chainsaw hand. That's what I would say, but what's over here? Bullets. Biofuel. Alright. Who's gonna be Lynn, though? That's the question. Alright, this is already being too risky. Let's go. Let's go! Whew! Good food, good fuel. Hell, it was all around great. Lynn catches up with the group at a safe spot and he offers a reward and thanks for saving him. ExtraSuga sizes up his skills. He's good at shooting, he's so-so at strength, he's useless at medical, useless at mechanical, useless at fitness. He's just generally pretty rubbish. Do we recruit, get some shooting training, or get some shotgun shells? Sugar wants the group shooting. That might actually tell us how good we are at shooting, because we don't know that right now. Kruger also wants the group shooting training. Let's get it. Okay, we don't see how good we are, but we do know that we get better at it. Ah, no, 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 we don't know. And Fizz has been fully healed. I would just wish Sugar were. Whoa, it's Glory Hail 14. It's nice to see a familiar face. She pokes the dirt with a stick. Maybe she's drawing plans, maybe just poking dirt with a stick. They're a civilized mechanic. Will we recruit them to the team or leave them behind? When it comes to mechanics, Debs is okay at it, but that's from merely being civilized. Civilized mechanic probably is near on perfect at it. Debs and Kruger both wish to recruit. Welcome aboard. Do we know anything about you? Oh, I like what I see. Glory Hail, yeah, almost full mechanical. Excellent. Can I, like, switch people around here? I cannot. Oh well. But they're not very happy for some reason. Must be the civility. The group finds a gun range and it's empty, mostly picked clean of supplies, but we find some targets and a working pistol. Do we find ammo, carefully train somebody, or train the group haphazardly? What's it gonna be? Also, Gecko Yo is stepping up to be Glory Hail. Kruger wants to train the group, which might be a good idea since we don't know anyone. Well, Debs might be good at shooting, probably is good at shooting, but that's not a given. Everyone wants to haphazardly train the group, though. Can't wait to see you get shot. Everyone decides to all blast the targets at once in the dark gun range. No thought is given as to whether or not this is a good idea. Whatever. Glory Hill gets better at shooting. Debs gets better at shooting. I, Thizza, and Debs all get hurt. ExtraSuga's almost dead. And we still don't know how good anyone is at shooting. At the end of the day, the group decides to hide in a drafty old house. Some zombies roam around, and the doors are barely on their hinges. Should someone barricade the house? Now maybe, yes maybe, this amazing mechanic will be able to sort something out, but we don't know that. Should somebody secure, or should someone stay up watching all night? Gecko wants someone to secure, and Debs agrees that Glory Hill should probably secure it. So get up there, Glory Hill. Glory Hill barricades the flimsy house, quickly reinforcing problem spots, and they are very secure. Morale goes up doubly for Glory Hill, and we consume a lot of food. It's just smooth sailing from now on, says Debs, but then notices we're low on medical supplies. It's only 5 driving days till Canada in our police car, because we are the Blues Brothers. The group finds a radio station. Broadcasting equipment is hooked up to a gas generator. With a small amount of fuel left, there's enough power to get out one message. Do we siphon? Somebody sends out a message? Well, basically we siphon or somebody sends a message. What'll it be? For what it's worth, we have 56 fuel. 50 of which Debs loves to drink up for her chainsaw. Siphon, siphon, siphon. Looks like we're siphoning that generator. There wasn't much, but every little helps. That's 25 for us. Grand. Keeps us moving. Everything will be fine if I can get to Canada, says Thizza. The group is driving down a long stretch of road. No threats on the horizon. Not much else of interest. We only have 7 food left. What does the trader camp have for us? Somebody's waving a flashlight around. Healing spray would be nice, but that's expensive. I'll leave you for now. Get out of our house. Not until I steal your stuff. Man, I thought we had more shotgun shells. Like a lot more shotgun shells. Where'd they all go? Oh, I guess I just didn't stock up before we got out here. The group finds a man with a rusted old truck. Reeks of gas. He sells 10 units of gas for every food. We could trade or we could rob. And there's somebody in a dumpster saying just drop food in here to get grenades. Well, what are we going to do, folks? Whilst you're considering that, I'm going to sort out my weaponry situation. That axe looks super sweet. Blowtorch looks super not sweet. Scythe is still really good though. I feel like Debs should have the scythe. Big fricking log is pretty nice though. Tennis racket might be nice. So much half-decent stuff we have here. Thizza, no. Mollies have never, ever, ever helped me, so away you go. Tire iron, not so hot if we have pretty much anything else. So take a crow. No. Take the axe. Glory Hill is a wrench. Too heavy. Use a crowbar. There's no point having both those things. Debs, take the fire axe. Pretty good. Rob the trader, says everybody. ExtraSuga has only 1 health. Hopefully they don't get hurt for this. Let's rob that trader. Okay, wow, 52 gas, and all we have to pay is quite a bit of morale. Okay. Surprising how long a burger or hot dog takes to go back. The group runs into a section of city that has too much debris to drive through whilst they attempt to find a way past. A horde moves in. We've nowhere to run. We have to deal with an overwhelming horde size in late morning for 1 hour. Well, Thizza has the gun. I got gun and chainsaw. Sugar. I mean, we have the bullets, so let's make this count. Sugar, you're the one that's really got to survive through this. Let's make it count. We got to hold out, right? Well, I ain't playing around. Everyone dies. Guys, you use whatever you gotta use. God damn, I'm so weak. I can't start my own chainsaw hand. There we go. Should thin it out a bit. I'm gonna live it all. Gotta let go. Also, siphoning that sweet gas. Alright, looking good, guys. Just smash now. Thunk. Alright, good stuff. We're out of here. I hope we feel good about surviving that situation. Because we have no food. Okay, we do feel pretty good. Do we get a morale and random skill gain, some medical, some mechanical, or full heal for everyone? Mechanical will max somebody out on it, but morale is a bit stuffy right now. Especially for Debs and Glory. What'll it be? Morale and random says Gecko and Debs, so it sounds like that's what's going down. Every day is a great teacher, so long as you don't get eaten. Yeah, morale looking good there. What do we get? Strength increase for Glory Hale. Shooting for Thizza. Medical for Debs. Good medical now, that's excellent. Ah, this is pretty happy stuff. And if Debs gets a bit of strength, then maybe they can actually start their own chainsaw. The group camps out in a pro shop near a golf course. Debs looks out the window and sees a large group of zombies approaching. Glory Hale could hotwire a golf ball collector. They're very good at mechanical. We could shoot golf balls at zombies. We're crap at fitness. We could have a siege or go with no sleep. What'll it be? And it seems like the team is up for some hot wiring here, so go for it, Glory. It's surprisingly effective. By the time the collector breaks down, most of the zombies are taken care of. Morale increase. Glory Hill is now maxed out mechanical. Excellent. However, we eat less food and people become a bit less happy. Dang. We got no time for that boring stuff. Jesus, Sugar. Debs is so always unhappy here. The group is traveling close to nightfall and sees a city in the distance. The zombies grow more aggressive as the sun is setting. Do we go to a sports goods store or the office building? Gecko wants to hit up the office building. Oh, it feels so good to have maxed out mechanical for somebody. It does not feel good to have Sugar on death's door here. Given that Sugar is our medic, that feels very unfitting. Okay, off to the office building it is. We don't need all these guns anymore, hopefully. Hopefully. Good to have the extra carrying space, although Debs is keeping the shotgun. And I think you should have the Dolt just in case there's a pop. Alright, let's groove. Oh, food. Precious freaking food. What a happy day. Also rifle rounds, not quite so happy, but still useful. And the zombies get agitated by nightfall as well as rain, so I'm already feeling a bit foolish for not bringing a flashlight here. It's impressive swinging a full-on axe with one arm there, Debs. How do you manage it? Because, I mean, you're laughably weak. Got little toothpick arms. Well, strong enough to fell a zombie in one swoop, so maybe I should keep my comments to myself. There's food aplenty here, and we haven't even been to the, you can throw a chair with one hand, too! That is so badass of you. Yeah, food aplenty without even getting to the office. Nice. Assuming this isn't the office, but it doesn't look like one. The same way I attached the saw to myself, by force of will. I don't know who Will is, but it sounds forceful. Right, I love bookshelf burger. This is a pretty good team melee-wise. We're relatively crap at shooting, maybe. I don't know anyone's shooting skills, even though we've done so much shooting training together. Including shooting each other. Right, things getting a bit spooktacular because the sun has gone down and I can barely see. I will go and grab a torch from the car so we can actually see what's going on here. Who's going to carry it though? Suga's got space. Please carry that for me. Great. A bit of vision helps. The music gets super spooky though at nighttime. You're all hearing this, right? Alright, into the... Oh, I don't like this. This is genuinely spooky stuff. Tired out here and not finding anything useful at all. Oh, what do we have here though? Oh, I will feel so much safer when we're back in the car. Who would have thought somebody with a chainsaw for an arm could be this legitimately spooked? Alright, food. Food is good. Food is very good. This is a lot of food. Which is good, because, you know, we had half rations last time. We're getting a bit tired out here. Let's stick our hands down the toilets. See if we can find anything good. We cannot. Sometimes Toilet Genie pops out. That's a blessing. But this is not Toilet Genie Day. Wow, that was good food, but I was hoping for something a bit more useful. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Look at that horde of zombies coming in. Not happening. Oh my days. Skididdly daddle. But we haven't been in here. Too big a horde is on its way. We gotta get out. We gotta get out of here. Right. Jeez, look at that horde. And back to nice, happy music. Okay, that single moment was scarier than I think any of the spooktacular games we've played throughout October. Perfect. Okay, the bandits are guarding a retracted bridge over a river, and they demand anyone passing through take a toll. They want 15 food for us to pass safely. We don't have a lot of food, certainly not enough to spare them. The chassis is okay, we might be able to jump it, and we are in a police car, which is fairly fast. Taking a detour will probably consume gas and food, we have both. Or we could fight, and that will maybe not kill anyone, we don't know yet. Kruker wishes to jump it. Okay, everybody's wanting to jump it. Thizza is real mad about having to pay bridge tolls, even post-civilization. He runs right into the retracted bridge, sending the car flying. The car builds up great speed, hits the jump, and sails right over the obstacle. Amazingly, it doesn't even take any damage, because police car's fast. Glory Hill says, I still feel like the odds are good here. It's only 4 driving days till Canada. Let's do this, folks. The group finds an abandoned campground, and we find an old, somewhat stale, large pack of marshmallows. We can eat the marshmallows for a free meal, or we can tell stories for probably a morale boost. But eating will increase morale for Debs, at least Debs, I think. So what'll we do? Debs wants to eat the marshmallows. Gecko also wants that free food. Pepper says our engine won't make it. However, we have maxed out mechanical on Glory Hill. Looks like we're eating those marshies. Good. That was actually 10 food get. We need more looting so we can do more shooting, says Thizza. And Debs and Thizza both hurting, so we don't have enough medical supplies. Whilst driving on a death road, we decide to stop for supplies. A suburb, a cabin with a car, or somewhere else. Where do we go? Sugar and Gecko want the cabin, even though we already have a pretty functional police car. But it does mean more fuel, so there is something to be said for that. Everybody's going for the cabin with the car. Let's check out that car. Hope it's a good one. A spine with a skull accessory is what Glory Hill's flailing about with. I forget, what time of day is this thing? I didn't pay attention, but we'll keep the flashlight just in case. Otherwise, we're looking okay. 2 axes, a scythe, and a spine. So-called accessory. Alright. Oh, I'm so glad we kept that flashlight now. So, this is the car. However, Glory Hill can hotwire the car straight away. There we go. It's up and running. No need for the keys. We're not going to take it immediately, though, but because there could well be some fuel and stuff hanging around here. Oh, more than just fuel. Look at all the stuff lying around here. I want it all, and I want it now. Especially that food. That's 5 food already. There's the keys that we didn't need. What the heck is this? What the heck is that? I don't know. Upturned trash can suggests somebody. Alright, I'll take that. No point being in there. Just a bathroom full of mad zombies. Where's the fuel, though? I feel like we got bummed out on the fuel. Maybe there should be some lying around. There, that's fuel. Fuel if ever I saw it. Okay, there's no point in getting greedy. However, what do we take? The police car is probably better, but this small car might have better fuel thingamajiggers. And Brute Queen wants us to get the stick, despite us not really having space for stuff. Take this stick, just in case. Stick to the police car, says Sugar. Well, it's good enough for me. Besides, we can feel more like the Blues Brothers with this. I'm Jake, who's Elwood. Vroom vroom. Smoldering away, but that's okay. The group encounters a library in a town that seems to have mostly burnt down. Sugar finds a single book. What was the book? A repair manual, useless since we have somebody maxed out on mechanical. Self-help book on positivity, or a rhyming children's book? What's it gonna be? I'm only giving you 2 choices because this one is actually useless. Well, unless Glory Hill decides to leave or die. Sugar and Crookers want the self-help book. Gecko Yo wants some Dr. Seuss. And Debs also wants Cat in the Hat, but Debs kind of took over as leader after they ousted Hamster, so I guess we're getting some Dr. Seuss. The book is full of colourful pictures and is great for children of all ages. The group really enjoys having something, really anything to read, +2 morale for everyone. Well, not quite actually. It was just +1 for Debs, and +1 for Glory Hill. Weird. Did the music just jump up for everyone else there? The group sets up camp on the high blah da 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 da. Abandoned cars, but there might be gas. Are we going to siphon? Siphon will tire somebody out, so we should send somebody really useless. Or we wait and probably don't get anything. Gecko Yo says, I'll siphon. I can't remember if Gecko is Thizza or Glory Hill. I think it's Glory Hill. Crookers wishes to send Glory Hill. Everybody wants Glory to do it. Alright, on you go. Big morale dip for somebody who civilizes bad, but we get a lot of gas and the food perks them right back up, so good stuff. Lots of gas, this is excellent. This isn't with you eating 50 of the gas, but it could be. The car is broken down from use and abuse and it won't start up. Well, this is why we brought Glory Hill. Although Sugar could punch the car. Alright, they're saying that we gotta go for the fix. Glory Hill pops the hood and easily fixes the car in no time. Very nice, almost up to full. The group drives into a new city. Noises from the car have already stirred up the attention of the undead. They're thick, they're irritated. Do we go to the umbrella shop or the gun shop? Crookers wishes to try the gun shop out. Gecko Yo backs them up saying it's gun time. Yep, it's all about the guns. Very well. We should go in with some empty hands though. Forget that. Forget your stick. We'll leave that in the car. And I like the spine with the skull accessory. Let's just keep that. So that gives us 1, 2, 3 spaces for guns. Hopefully that's okay. It's daytime though, right? We can leave the flashlight behind. It is not daytime. Oh, no, it's just morning time. We're good. Thought I made a terrible error there, but I knew I'd never do that. Food, food, food. It's all pretty good for us. We had a pretty rough time, but it feels like ever since Deb's joined the party, even though we haven't had to rely on that chainsaw hand of hers, we've been on easy street. Risky biscuits still, but it's been coming along nicely for us. Right, there's even more further up. Let's do a complex figure of 8 here, so we can get past this. We can. Department of Motor Vehicles. What? What do we have here? A lot of dead things. What the heck is this? What a strange place. Well, get us some biofuel at the very least. What is going on here? What's with all the death? I can't believe you skipped the line. Very rude. This is a machine used to print driver's licenses. I can print one final license. Do we print ourselves a new license or leave it be? I don't understand. They all died in line with DMV. DMV is notorious for its long queues. Joke went right over my head. Alright, guess we're printing ourselves a new license. What should be the name on the driver license? Smellbert, Fart Fart, Harry Ham, or Cool Debru? Well, it's up to you, Debs. You are the one printing this out. What do you say, Debs? Because if you don't say so, then Gecko Yo is having you go in as Smellbert. Cool Debs, okay. Their new name is Cool Debs. The driver's license says so, and it's legally binding. Cool Debs feels way past cool with a new name. Morale increase. I didn't realize your morale was that low, but I'm glad. You're now known as Cool. Alright. Forget the line at DMV. Also forget all these suckers. We're getting tuckered out here. I mean, now that you have the chainsaw hand, of course you're pretty cool. Let's give everybody a bit of a breather. We're all really tired right now. Alright, let's go. It's just a bathroom. It's not worth dying over. Let's go. Why such long queues in the DMV though? It's like anywhere, right? Onwards to gun stop. Crunch. We don't need crappy guns. If they have something good, we'll take it. Otherwise, we're here for the ammo. I don't need more pistols. We've got plenty of pistolet. Shotgun's always nice, though. Who wants a shotgun? Regular, of course. Don't think there's anything else there is like that. Then let's get going. There's more up north, though, and it's only 10:30 AM, so we're good. We can keep going. Be as greedy as we want to be here. I hope that spinal cord with the skull on top is actually a good weapon. Because I gotta say, you're wearing it well. Are you hitting people with your pistol rather than using the scythe? Are you actually insane? AI has some strange priorities on the weapons that it wants to use. Music's pretty good, and it's only gotten better once they added a whole lot more of it. I like what they're doing in this game. Debs took this run over like a freight train. But he really did! That's the incredible thing. It was certainly never my intention, but when I set up rules, I will live and die by them. That's one thing I take pride in, it's being arbitrary. That burning house got us these 2 axes, and what a boon it's been. But really, the ultimate turnaround of our fortunes was when we found the pig. Saved us from having no food and no good weapons to pitchfork, scythe. No, we bought the scythe. Well, we got the food at least. The scythe remains a worthwhile investment. Oh. Don't want to let out a shock, it's like a dinner bell. But it's great having a bunch of guys with good melee weapons, because you walk past a zombie and they just clean it up. The only downside is everybody is so incredibly unfit. Okay, let's get out of here. Glad we repaired this car, because it can take it. Yeah, the burning house was pretty good for us. Right, you still got the scythe. Mr. Cool is doing well. And we got yet another pistol to throw in the pile. Since you're simply not using the crowbar, we might as well just chuck it out. A man in makeshift armor made from athletic gear is standing guard. Do we push him or plow him? We're pretty weak, not to mention tired, and the vehicle is looking okay, so what's it gonna be? Apparently he's silent. ExtraSuga wants us to plow through. What about our new Lord and Savior Debs? No, it's doubling down on the plowing. The group just ignores the armored man standing in his way and crashes right through, and thunk, the car gets through, takes 1 point of damage. Not bad. Plow through like the freight train that Debs is. Fizz is getting the hang of it, run over that zombie, yeah. The group finds a cabin in the woods with no zombies in sight. It has a wood stove but no wood. We eat a decent meal. Will somebody chop wood to make us all happier? That person will get tired, but will also get a workout. Or do we just go to sleep? Food situation is great at 26. Alright, seems we're going to chop some wood, but who's it going to be, team? We don't know anybody's strength, I think, so... Nor do we have anyone... Okay, Fizza is probably already pretty buff, so they would do well to get some more strength. But Debs says that they need to get more swole. Let Deb chop. He's only got one hand. Alright, Debs, out you go there. Strength has been revealed to be garbage, but now it's almost not garbage. Fire apparently feels great, though, and you're tired. We should go shoot something, says Sugar. Wish we had some medical supplies. We have 2 injured people in the team. The group finds a waterlogged store and there's a lot of mannequins inside. Barely visible. The whole store is especially creepy. Might be some moldy surprises. Do we ignore it, send someone in, or send everyone in? Now when it comes to creepy stuff like that, it's good to send in somebody with good wits, attitude, composure, and loyalty. So Glory Hale or Cool could probably take it. What are we gonna do? Kruker wants to send in Deb. It seems like everybody wants Deb to step up and do everything. They are the cool one after all. And Deb's also saying, send me in. On you go, Cool. You enter the dark and creepy store. She stays calm and takes out a lot of loot. 7 medical! Just what we needed. Come on, Sugar, heal us up. Sugar heals everybody up for 4. Alright, this is the run. An enormous army of undead shambles around the carnage that surrounds the last border to Canada. Many have tried to get through, most only have added their bodies to the horde, but we will be different. Let's do our last bit of trading. Alright, what can we do? Do you have any spare gas? I'm running out. No, we do not. We need every bit of gas for Deb's chainsaw hand of doom. What about you, though? You will buy weapons. That's good for us though, because we have weapons. We have weapons for days. Every day on death row, it's just a day to make friends. Tandyman is waiting for you. I think we'll be leaving Tandyman alone for now. Good luck with Canada, thank you. Easy Medical College. Who wants to learn surgery? Well, Debs could use some charm, or we could not. I heard some people are going for Canada. Lol, smiley face. Healthcare. Again, we could use some charm. I can help you get better at repairing stuff. Hell, we could teach you. We've got a lot of charm to use here. Seems that everybody wants to use their cool charm, so once we check people out, we'll use all the charm that we can. Hang in there. This guy looks like he might be a wizard. I'm a wizard. I can foresee your future or reveal hidden truths with the power of the tarot. A fortune, recruiting him, or getting a tarot card, or give nothing to this fraud. Josue almost made it to Canada. He got as far as the Wall of Crushed Hopes, where his group got eaten. Okay. Alright team, what do we do here? Use all the charm and recruit the wizard. Who's going to ascend into wizardhood? Let's put it like that. Glory Hill just comes off as creepy. You're asked to leave and never return. Time for some charm. Alright, Debs gets some mechanical increase, as useless as that is to us. Alright, I asked it before, I'll ask it again. Who is going to ascend into wizardhood? Oh, ooh, robbing him. I didn't remember that being an option here. If we rob, we're going to be forced to get out of here. Class change, bandit to wizard, says Krukers. That, if I'm not mistaken, was you. Alright, Thizza is going to become our wizard. Let's take away all your stuff, though. Damn, we got little space for anything. Might sell the shotgun. Might even sell the dolt. Might even sell the fire axe if we're getting a wizard here. Well, goodbye shotgun for one. Goodbye fire axe. We have another fire axe after all. I'll put the dolt back in the car. We don't need golf clubs. The group hires the wizard. The prophecies still say that you will all die a terrible death. We lose the food, he's got good wits. The group is full. Who will we replace? And it was Fizza saying he's going to transcend and class change into a wizard. The Wiz. Ooh. Let's check you out, Wiz. What can you do? He's got a staff. Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, what else do we have to sell? Otherwise we're getting out of here. Oh wait, what? Alright, nothing good on the Wiz. I don't want to sell the shotgun. I wonder if we can sell the scythe. Not that I want to. 3 food for the scythe, but we paid good money for this scythe. Alright, is there anything else we want to do? Our options are to rob one guy. And I think that's about it. Got a couple of shotguns we could sell. We already have good shotguns, so I'm going to sell these. And I want to keep the rifle, because that's good for us. And I could sell the chainsaw, actually. We already have a chainsaw hand. So yes, we'll sell the chainsaw. Do you buy pitchforks, though? We'll find out. Can't you charm someone else? I thought we could. Alright, goodbye chainsaw. Goodbye shotgun, and goodbye shotgun. Is there someone in here to charm? Maybe I have to be cool dabs to charm. Nope. As much as I'd love to bring Tandyman, you can't be coming. Alright, I think the last choice we can possibly make is to rob the fuel guy or not. Might hurt, might not. What's the point in more food? If you eat a double meal before the final thing, you get a super boost. Oh yeah, we can't rob anymore. We lost our other guy. And there's no point getting rid of gas. Alright, looks good. Let's carry on our merry way. Giant armies of undead perpetually lurch around the Canadian border. Unable to cross, the group gets caught up in a lesser swarm. There's no escape from this overwhelming siege. However, we have Debs. Let's hide out in the house. Wizard has his wizard stick, and he can have his wizard gun. I'll have that wizard gun. Cool Debs has the chainsaw, the axe, and the double-barreled shotgun. Sugar has... What will Sugar have, actually? A lot of bullets for that. What will Glory Hail have, actually? Glory Hail can have a gun. Not using the blowtorch, it just causes fire. Sugar should have something a bit better than... Oh, of course, we have the scythe. And I don't mind you having a half-decent gun as well. Alright, not too shabby. Let's make it count. This ain't the final sprint, but... Okay, I see that the wizard has some awesome spell-casting magic. Then we should be fighting. Oh, damn, I'm tired. Why am I so tired? Must be all those logs I chopped with one hand. Too tired to rev this thing up as well. Why did you give up the scythe for a 10 racket? I do not understand. We're going for a little trade here. I'm sick of seeing you use it. I really loves that racket. Super shotgun time. Debs is Doom Girl. Easy freaking money. How's that class change working out for you, Wiz? Let's see if it's working out for the rest of us. It's getting a bit tuckered out. It's take a step back and just get dunked on. Alright, nicely done. Let's go. Why Canada? There's no way it's going to be better than further north. I'm getting tired of your negative attitude. Shut up or get out. Damn, glory hell. What are you going to do? The group feels pretty inspired after surviving that situation, though. Morale and random skill, fitness, mechanical, or +2 medical for Glory Hail. Glory Hail has pretty good medical, but our fitness is terrible right now, and we could certainly do with more. And everybody agrees, it's time for fitness. We discover our fitness. It actually wasn't that bad, unless your name is Debs, but Debs is tired. This is good, though. We needed that. Because we are pretty melee focused. The group prepares for the brutal day ahead of them. Canada is close, but the zombie forecast is bad. We eat a decent meal. We make it a double meal. Morale is increased to maximum for everybody. Glory Hill and Cool can't go above middling stuff. Dexterity increase, dexterity increase. That makes us faster, I think. Just better in some way. This is the final siege, but not the last battle. There's no escape from the overwhelming horde for 4 hours. Risk all or save none. You get to dual wield their Glory Hail. Suga's got those bullets. Wish I had a bit more. And the Wiz has... Oh, the Wiz can have all the bullets we have. Alright, this is good. This is as good as it gets. Let's make it count. Are we still tired? We better not still be tired. Debs. Nobody is tired. Great. Let's do the quick sweep for everything we can get. Oh my days. Another gun. But there's really nothing for picking it up. No, there's nothing for it. Okay, guys, I don't care what you do, but make it count, whatever you do. No pipe bombs. No, no, no. That is last resort. Alright. Oh, grenades. So good, but no space for it. Hey, isn't the handbag something really good? I seem to remember it being super good, but... Oh, right. Don't go in there. Those will explode and kill us. Another shotgun. Alright, so we're looking okay. We've got a good circle around here. If you don't have a loop, you have an extremely bad time. I got 67 shells, which is excellent news. And with my fitness and strength not being rock bottom, I should be able to start up my my chainsaw hand. Pop, pop, watch those zombies drop! The team isn't even wanting to use the guns that I've given them. I want to do all the work myself here. Ah, they've popped them out. I realise the situation. Another spinal column for us, though. This right here is the ultimate zombie killing group. As much as you could expect. I really, really like that you're still using the spine with the skull attached to it. I don't even know where we got that, but it seems to be working a treat for you, so I'll take it. I wonder if I still get to use the car. Okay, Sugar, you can't shoot to save your life. Can't shoot to save any of our lives, but that's okay. The city's starting to look like St. Petersburg. So the Angus beef. Rough, but potentially fair. Down you guys go. How can I even de-equip the chainsaw? It's part of my body. Out of ammo, unfortunate, but I have backups right here. Like this wizard, he doesn't even need bullets. It's magic, you don't have to explain it. Oh, I should not have backed myself into the corner here. We're not quite at the finish line, so let's just break on through to the other side. I have got a newfound respect for Debs that I never imagined I could have. Not only do they rip away ownership from this team the moment they arrive, they get the whole world to acknowledge them as cool Debs. It's just incredible. Chainsaw hand, super small comparatively, double barrel shotgun. Debs, you've captured my heart. Let's hit that road. And we're still driving as well. You don't often get to bring the car to the final area. Alright, the border to Canada is just north of here. The group must cross the bridge and reach the fort. Sardine-packed, mega-cheesed zombies, but we can make it. Yes, we can. Alright, let's make it happen. Eat this, you hosers! Oh, wow! That never used to be possible. Well, it is now. I hope I got to keep that fuel. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's put it to a bit of use here. And let's kill and keep moving. Alright guys, no need for conservation. We break on through to the other side. Oh, Canada! Oh, Canada! We're on our way. Not even afraid. Whip it out! Let's go! Come on, let us in, you maple-sucking losers. We came all the way from Florida to this. Alright. Hail to the king, baby. Cool Debs is here. So much fun, it should be illegal. Alright, please enjoy the hard-won ending to Death Road to Canada. Oh, that was phenomenal. Hell, that was phenomenally fun as well. I'd happily jump back into another run straight away, but the night wears on for us all. Actually, you know, if there's somebody sufficiently ready to take the death road, I wouldn't mind doing another one, actually. Is anybody here willing to step up and make this arduous journey? Let me just grab a drink whilst you fight amongst yourselves on that one. Whew.